What's going on YouTube? This is Crazy Samurai 71 here bringing you another video. Today I'm bringing you a video on Power Morphicon 2018. This is the 6th Power Morphicon convention, and it is, this video is actually talking about some new information we got. So I'm sure many of you guys have been wondering for quite some time what's going on with this convention, if you are planning on going or have heard about it. Again, I'm sure some of you guys are coming to this video and maybe not have heard about it at all. So I want to start off by giving you guys just a little bit of background for those that don't know. Power Morphicon is a convention that happens every 2 years. It is a convention that occurs in California, typically in Pasadena in the past, but now they moved it to Anaheim, which is a better location because you're right near Disneyland. There's more stuff to do, whether it be if you want to go on a long vacation or if you just want to have something to do other than going to this convention, or maybe you have family that you're going to be hanging with and you just want to have other things to do other than this convention in general. So that's something that's important. That's the big reason why they switched. They even mentioned that recently, that it's a bigger location and they need it because they have more people, they have more surprises, and lots of other reasons that make it just a better situation for them. So I'm sure many of you guys are also wondering that don't know about this. It is a convention that is for fans that are interested in Power Rangers, tokusatsu, and Japanese hero shows. You know, any of that stuff. It's a great place for fans to just meet, have fun. There's events. There's lots of guest actors from several past seasons of the show, even the most recent seasons. You'll also see Japanese actors, voice actors from different seasons. Some of them will be villains. Some of them will be maybe the mentors, like you'll have most likely, it hasn't been confirmed yet, but most likely David Felding, who played Zordon, will likely show up. It's not confirmed, but you know, he has shown up in the past, and I wouldn't deny that being a possibility that it will happen this year again. But I'm sure that many of you guys are interested in knowing about that. There's also been lots of events. If you go to this convention, it's a great opportunity to also see the actors for the next season before anyone else gets to see them in person in their Ranger suits. And we also get to see the first trailer for the upcoming season before anyone else does. So that's pretty cool. Again, keep that in mind, that it's a pretty fun experience. There's some pretty cool surprises and events. Some stuff has not been announced, but we got some big announcements today, so I want to talk about that. Of course, many of you guys, I'm sure, have been wondering for quite some time that are interested in going or are planning on going, what about the guest? All we know so far is Jason David Frank, the green Mighty Morphin Ranger, white Mighty Morphin Ranger, Zeo Red, Turbo Red, and Dino Thunder Black. You know, just one actor who represents several seasons, but he's never done a Power Morphicon convention. This is his first time. He's only doing it Saturday. So I'm sure many of you guys have been wondering, when are we getting more guests? The answer is finally available, which is we'll be knowing tomorrow. So I will be doing a video on that, so expect that to come up tomorrow when that news breaks. I will definitely be talking about that. I did that back in 2015 and 16 when the last Power Morphicon was happening, which I'll be doing the same kind of thing, maybe even more, and also some stuff about the convention when I'm there possibly, and just in general, it will be pretty fun. So I want to talk about some things that we did get finally announced today that were pretty cool. We got confirmation that there are a bunch of events planned this year that we already know of, which is interesting because events usually don't get announced so early, but I'm happy with the fact that we are knowing things early. We don't know about panels yet, and we won't know about panels probably till the convention, probably till like a week or so before the convention, I would expect. Just expect that right now. But I'll tell you about the events that we've heard about. For starters, we have the Power Morphicon Welcome Party. So that is going to be hosted by Moshi on Friday night. Now, what that typically is, and they've done things like this in the past, what that is that it will be probably like some cocktail hour where people will just be able to hang out, party, listen to music, and talk about Power Rangers and other franchises. And then some of the actors from different seasons will likely show up at the party. You can hang with them, talk with them, joke around, do whatever you want, take pictures. You know, it's just a fun time, and it's a great time to just party and have fun. So that's something to look forward to. They've done this in the past, but it's nice to know that they are doing it again. What we also found out is they're doing a Power Morphicon prom, which sounds interesting. I don't know what that means exactly, because that could mean that they're going to be having having people in cosplay and maybe just people that are just going to the convention in general, do a dance. It could be that they even play some Power Rangers music. That'd be neat. I don't know though, but we'll have to wait and see. Not everything is crystal clear on details. We also found out that they're doing a cosplay contest, which is something that isn't really, which is something that they always do. So what it is just, people that show up in cosplay will be able to participate in this contest, and it's always cool that we get to see who shows up, because sometimes we get some really amazing cosplays. Like in the past, we've had I'm trying to remember now, we had someone dress up as the Blue Centurion and the Megazord and a whole bunch of other really amazing cosplays that, if you just go here, you'll just be amazed at how talented people are with their artistic abilities, and it's just a cool event. Additionally, we're going to be getting something which is new, which is the Bandai Shoujokin Super Mini Pla Power Rangers Megazords model contest. So I'm sure many of you guys are wondering, what is that? Like, that sounds like a mouthful of words, which means nothing to me unless you know what that is. Well, Super Shoujokin Mini Pla, what that kind of is talking about is basically they recently released these Mini Pla sets, which are these sets that you can take these pieces out of some construction kit and make the Megazord, and they also have done it for the Dragon Zord, which they've actually made it so that you can make the Megazord, make the Dragon Zord, and then actually combine them and make the Mega Dragon Zord, and that's really neat. So that is something to look forward to. I'm sure it's going to be a contest to see who can do it fastest or something along those lines. They're also doing a Power Rangers custom toy contest, which will be cool. So obviously that will more likely than not be people bringing stuff in that are their own custom toys. I don't know for sure if that's going to be true, but I would imagine that something like that will be the case, and that's cool to see, because a lot of people that I know do custom work for Power Rangers figures and stuff, and it's really cool to see what they can do. They're also doing the Power Rangers art exhibit, which they've done in the past. It's going to be 3 days where you can go in there. There'll be art from the show, some fan art, all sorts of other cool stuff, and you can go at any time. It's going to be hosted by Q-Pop, and it should be interesting. Of course, there'll be panels and other announcements over time, and I definitely will be discussing those with you guys soon, but I thought I would... But we don't know everything for sure. We also found out that, yes, we are going to be getting a Lord Drakkon exclusive figure for this convention. Lord Drakkon is a character from Boom Comics, story for Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, which is a popular comic series based on the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, which has been doing really well. But because of the fact that this is a convention and they tend to like to do exclusives at these things, this is going to be their exclusive. So in other words, you will probably not going to be able to find this figure anywhere else. If you're not going to this convention and you want Lord Drakkon, you better either have someone that's going that already is buying the figure, and maybe you give them the money, or have a friend or something like that will get you to that figure. So keep that in mind. But we did get some information about it, and most of it's the same, but it is cool to know that, yes, we are getting it. It does sound like Lord Drakkon is the only exclusive, which is kind of annoying, because the thing is that it says memberships pre-sale limit. So Platinum, you can get a minimum of 10, Gold, 6 per membership, Silver, 4 per membership, Red, 3 per membership, Blue and Yellow, 2 per membership. So obviously you can get a bunch of them, but basically what it says here is, this year we are proud to announce our own exclusive Power Morphicon Bandai Legacy Lord Drakkon action figure. Hailing from an alternate timeline, Tommy Oliver rules over the Earth with an iron fist in Rita Repulsa's name. Standing 6 inches tall, featuring multiple points of articulation, Lord Drakkon comes in a sealed legacy packaging with exclusive Power Morphicon branding and exclusive slip case. Introduced in Boom Comics... in Boom Studios comic series, Lord Drakkon is a limited Power Morphicon exclusive and will not be offered through any other channel, meaning that you cannot find it at any stores or anything along those lines. And of course, they say don't miss out on this opportunity. And they say that this figure will be available only at the convention for pre-registration packages. Limited amounts might be available at the show, but subject to sell out. If you want the Lord Drakkon figure, we will highly recommend that you pre-order it. And registration starts tomorrow at 9 a.m. apparently, which I don't know about that part, but everything else sounds interesting. And the slipcover packaging and all that, what they say is that the Lord Drakkon will be included in a Bandai America Legacy box with a slipcover as seen as past Comic-Con events. So it'll be one that will have an additional packaging sleeve over it, which will make it a little bit more nice and beautiful. And the figure will be priced at $50. So initially it was actually priced at $40, and they actually explained how that works, because I'm sure they knew that people would be wondering, wait, what happened to the $40 price tag that they originally had on it? So what they basically say is, as with all things, it changes. The demand increased, and because of that, what they had to do was increase the prices because of that. And what they said is that, well, I'm sure many of you guys are wondering, if you bought it already, what if I paid $40? Am I going to have to be charged an additional $10 when I go there? No, you will not have to be charged an additional $10. Don't worry, man. Or don't worry, any of you guys. So let's start off with reading this here. It says pre-orders will stay at their earlier price points. We will take lost on pre-order figures. All sales starting today will be priced at $50. So in other words, if you bought it in the past and you paid $40, $40. If you buy it today, if you say, oh, you know what, I found out today that they're doing this Lord Drakkon figure and I want it, $50. That's the difference. So, first come, first serve. And of course, if you don't pre-register, if you don't pre-buy it now, then understand this, the chances of you getting one at the convention reduces significantly, because they first are going to sell all the ones that people pre-purchased, and then they'll move on to everyone else. So keep that in mind. I pre-ordered mine, so I'm all good. There are rumors that there might be other legacy figures that might be exclusive. I am kind of doubtful. There's been rumors that maybe Psycho Silver would happen. I don't think that's happening, but who knows? People recently even brought up this topic of legacy ninja occurring, which I don't think that's real. I think that was a mistake. That's mostly the things that I can talk about right now. There are some other things I can kind of discuss, but I don't want to go into them too much right now. Overall, I'd say this is really exciting. Again, tomorrow I will be doing another video about guests that will be showing up at the convention, so keep that in mind. I'll be talking about the first wave of guests, so that will be there'll be however many guests they choose to announce. In past, typical waves tend to be about 6 actors, if you're wondering. Sometimes they do like 2 or 3 when it's early, but we'll have to wait and see. Because they're starting so late, they might actually decide to go for a larger wave release just because of that. But again, I will post a video, I'll talk about it all, give you guys some details, and just keep that in mind. So if you are interested in going, I definitely would recommend going to their website and buying your tickets now. Platinum and gold tickets are sold out. I have a platinum ticket. I've been platinum in the past, and I'm fortunate enough to go as platinum again. Those tickets sold out fairly quickly. It actually took a little bit longer than the last time around, where they sold out in like no time. I think that they had more tickets this time, which is why they didn't sell out as fast, because when I went and bought my tickets, they still had platinum tickets for like at least a week or so. So that's pretty amazing. But now they're definitely sold out. Gold sold out. It's just silver and everything below it, which is not bad. If you're getting silver, don't be upset. I had silver my first time I was going there, and it's still a really good time. You'll be able to see a lot of the same stuff. The only difference is that you don't get all the same items in your bag when you go there, because they usually give you a whole bunch of items for just going there and just paying a certain amount, and also being able to be at certain events. That's another thing. But overall, I would say that if you're interested in Power Morphicon, you should definitely think about going. Again, guests tomorrow. Other information should come soon. I will definitely keep you guys up to date with everything related to the convention as things get announced in the near future. And please remember to like, comment, subscribe, and tell me what you guys think. And I'll see you guys in the next video. I look at your guys' opinions. Are you guys going? And also, what do you guys think of these events and the Lord Drakkon figure? Are you planning on buying it, or have you bought it? See you guys in the next video. So until then, guys, I'm Crazy Samurai 71, and goodbye, guys.